It's time for Twist, the week in sports talk, with your hosts Mike Reeves, Matt Benz, and Greg Green Bay Bauman. Coming live from the Minuteman Press studio, here's your hosts.
Welcome, everybody. Episode 3. So if you're watching from Facebook Live, you can also check us out on YouTube and Twitter. YouTube, you're just going to type in Twist, the week in sports talk, and subscribe to our page. And Twitter, we are at Twist Sports Talk. If you're watching from either Twitter or YouTube, you can find us on Facebook by just searching for the week in sports talk. So want to thank everybody out there for watching the past 2 episodes. We've gotten over 1,000 views on both of those. So thank you. Also, we do have a Facebook winner, special guest that's going to be on for the border battle towards the end of the show. So we're definitely excited about that. So let's kick it off.
All right, guys, so I got headlines to this week here. First headline, the Timberwolves lose to the Nuggets last night, 109-100. That keeps their 9-game losing streak going. Their record currently is 10-17. Second headline is Gophers women's volleyball loses to defending champs Stanford in the Final Four. They did finish the season 27-6. The next one we got is Joe Burrow wins the Heisman. We didn't really touch on this last week. Here are some of Joe Burrow's stats. This year he put up 4,715 passing yards. Yeah, that's crazy. He also threw for 48 touchdowns, had a completion percentage of 77.9%, and a passer rating of 201.5.
It's a beast.
A monster. Let's go on to the college playoffs since we talked about Joe. The first matchup that will be going on is the Fiesta Bowl. That's Ohio State against Clemson. That's the 7 p.m. game on the 28th of December. And then you have Oklahoma versus LSU in the Peach Bowl at 3 p.m. on the 28th. Both matchups will be elite. Last headline for this week is going to be Garrett Cole. Let's bring him up because he's got a big bag of dough. He agreed to 9 years, $324 million with the Yankees. Let's just put it this way. Cole struck out 326 batters this last year. So basically he gets $1 million for every strikeout that he had. Also, he'll average about $1.2 million per outing this coming season, and that's on an average of about 30 games per season. So every time he toes that rubber, he's putting an M in his account, which is nuts. So those are my headlines for this week.
Thank you, Benz. Greg, looks like we got Green Bay Abby tuning in, your gal, and Steen. What's up, Steen? How you doing? Dan, Lenny, thanks for calling in last week. No calls this week, but so we do have a special little game today for the border battle. Mr. GBG himself has no idea what we're about to do.
This is going to be fun.
So let's
I don't know what's more fun, these games to you, or the fact that I have no idea what you're going to do.
Oh, this is going to be the best game yet.
I like cheese. 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 I like cheese.
cheese. Greg likes cheese.
I do.
Prove it.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What
You are going to prove it, Mr. Cheesehead. We are doing a cheese taste test to see how much of a cheesehead this Packer fan really is.
Oh,
So-
you wish we were.
Here's the thing. You can't look.
Okay.
You're going to have to close your eyes because you might know the colors. So for our guests, we have 5 different types of cheese, and we're going to put it to the test here. So
All right.
I think
Will it be served on some sort of a cracker and or bread, or will I just? Well, what's?
I don't think I have it. We're going to hold on one second.
Oh.
Greg, no looking.
I'm not looking.
Don't cheat.
No cheating. You're playing a game where I have to name cheeses.
See the color. There we go. Oh yeah.
This is, yeah.
So basically, a little background on this game. Yesterday, me and Mike went out shopping and tried to pick out 5 different kinds of cheeses that Greg hopefully should get. I mean, any true cheesehead would be able to get these cheeses.
All right.
Mike is.
Well, we better hope that I find the damn list.
You had one job.
Yep, I did. I wrote it down.
This is, yeah. All right.
You got it?
No.
Well, I'm sure I'll get them all right. And when I say them, you guys be like, oh, that sounds familiar. A lot of dead air time right now.
This is sloppy, but it's all right.
It's
All right.
so
We're going.
I'm naming cheeses.
Yes, you're naming cheeses. How about this, Greg? What is your favorite cheese?
Pepper jack cheese.
Pepper jack cheese.
Pepper jack cheese is my favorite.
What is your favorite food to eat with cheese?
Burgers?
All right, so I
Okay.
found some wrappers, so we're good to go. So
Cheese number
close your
1.
eyes.
Eyes are closed.
Toss that in your mouth, GBG.
You can tell he really trusts us by just putting whatever we say to throw.
I really don't. Never really done a taste to it.
Ooh.
Oh,
It tastes like mozzarella.
That is correct.
Ooh, good job,
Good
Greg.
job.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a tough
That's a
one.
nice slice for you here.
Oh, we're going. Oh,
Oh,
hold on. Give me a second.
one. Oh, another bite. He likes it.
Ooh.
It's is it Swiss or no, it's Parmesan.
You're gonna end up eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river.
That means that's wrong, Greg.
That's wrong.
What was it?
That's Fontel cheese.
What the hell is Fontel cheese?
Really,
Oh,
Greg?
what?
Aren't you from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. All right. 1 for 1.
I could tell right when biting into it, that's cheddar.
That is correct.
Good job.
job,
I'd
Greg.
hope you'd get the 2 easiest ones. All right.
This is where it's
2
really gonna
correct,
be a
1
test.
wrong with 2 to go. We're saving the best for last. Here's one more. You can quench your thirst with some
Flush your
non-sponsored
palate.
Gatorade.
Oh, yeah, the graininess. This is Parmesan.
Oh, is it?
You're gonna end up eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river.
Jeez. Your dad's not. It's Asiago.
The same thing.
It isn't.
Oh, here we go.
Last one.
No blurred lines here, Greg.
So he's got 2 right and 2 wrong. So this is for the cheese championship, whether he can go home to Wisconsin for Christmas.
Earn it.
I'm guessing no.
Earn it, Greg.
How's that one taste? Is that tasty?
No. What is this? Is this blue cheese? No.
What is this? Is this blue cheese?
You're gonna end up
No.
eating a
He's not going home.
government cheese
Burnt.
and living in a van
What is it?
I would stay on this side of the border.
It's Espresso Bella Vitino.
Ooh, how didn't you know that?
Wow, you're trash.
Come on,
And so is
Greg.
this stuff.
I'm glad you kept those wrappers.
Say that again.
It doesn't matter at this point, Greg. That segment is over.
It's over. Just like you.
Well, I got breakfast.
Don't interrupt her, Greg. Just let her get it. This one for me?
That's for you.
What is this?
Long.
Ooh.
What we got going on here? Got a knife?
Oh, yeah.
What do you got there?
I got some Twins dice.
Ooh,
Think I
you
won't?
can hang those right there.
Think I won't?
Where? Right on the little.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful. Wow.
I got a Packer iguana. He's
Wow.
gonna sit right there.
Is he? That's pretty neat. All right, so my gifts happen to be related to the game on Monday night. First one for Greg there. I'll explain the gift once you pop it.
Santa Benz.
So, no big deal.
You got me Kleenex.
Yes, I did. For your tears on Monday night. Use them sparingly. Those are for you. Yes. And then for Mike.
Oh,
Easy does it now. She's got a little bit of weight to her. Oh, so he can pop the top on Monday. I hope to see a live of that video. Don't worry, guys. It's sparkling cider.
sparkling cider.
Beautiful. So that's for the guys. Use them well.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Woo!
There's always, if you guys have ever been to Mexico or something, there's always a guy walking around with an iguana on his shoulder.
Oh yeah.
There's this guy sitting here. I'm gonna name him Pecky.
That's Lazard.
Was it very good?
That's,
God, nice.
that's Lazard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ben says we're yummy. Abby says turn the mic up. We turn it
Jack,
up a little
stay
bit.
tuned. All right, Jack, for DFS.
Yep. So
we'll
we're
get there.
we're gonna get into the daily fantasy. Greg, do you want to let the viewers know kind of what this is about?
Yeah, in the past we've talked about fantasy lineups where you pick your team, you have your team throughout the year. What daily fantasy is, it's essentially where you pick a new team every week. And the way it works is every eligible player, every quarterback, every running back, every wide receiver, et cetera, has a dollar amount associated with them based on how good they are, what their past production's been like, and you have to stay within a certain budget. So you can take Lamar Jackson, who scores 30, 35 points a week, but then the rest of your lineup more than likely is going to be a little more trash because you don't have that much money to work with. So you got to find your value week to week.
Nice. So we're gonna do the Saturday lineups for today. We have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a wide receiver / tight end, a flex, and a super flex. So let's start with quarterback. We got Deshaun Watson, Winston, Jimmy G, Josh Allen, Brady, Goff, and that's about it. So I'm thinking we go Deshaun. He's my fantasy quarterback, so let's just hit that.
Sounds good. You picked him.
Running back, you want to pick one, Benz?
For running back, I will go with Mostert because we can get him for a decent price.
Yeah, 5,600.
So, yeah, I like him in that line.
So we got 46,700 to go. Greg, your other running back.
Yeah, I'm going to take even though no, I'm not going to go with Singletary. I'll take
Gonna spend all that money?
No. Let's go with they're saying the Tampa Bay running backs are doing really well. Let's go with Jones.
Ooh.
Sure. It's a flyer.
Houston's given up like 6 touchdowns to running backs in the past 4 games.
All right, so our average player so far or left to spend is 7,000. Receiver,
Which is good.
look at the top 3 are done there. So let's scroll down, see if we got any.
Let's take Fuller on a flyer.
All right, where
See,
are
as
we
you
at?
get,
Is Fuller for sure going now? He
Well-
did get greenlit.
I think Fuller's going. I'm not sure if what's his name's going.
Hopkins?
So we went a little cheaper there. Do we go Perriman then? Or
Might as well.
Edelman?
Rashad?
Might as well. Perriman's actually getting he's actually getting reps as the number 1 receiver this week.
Yeah, finally.
So wide receiver, tight end. Again, we're a little over 7,000 left to go. Let's go into our super flex and maybe grab another quarterback here.
Let's see. What do you got?
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
Greg wants
Gets,
Jimmy G.
all right,
Jimmy
we'll give it
G.
to him.
All right. So where are we at for phones?
So we got one more flex.
Tight end. You want to get some value? Take Everett.
Yeah, he's back now.
He's back
It's gonna
now.
hurt Higbee.
And they were just saying on my way here that Higbee gets zero production
Yeah.
whenever it's on the field.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm thinking OJ Howard's going to be a better play though with
Yeah,
with
that
all the
is true.
receivers hurt. He's
yeah.
going to be their main guy. So
We
I'll
could
take
almost
Howard.
use them.
Okay, Howard.
Let's see.
So we got 8,500 left. We really got some bucks here. So could almost go DeAndre
Or do you Kittle?
Oh yeah, take Kittle.
Kittle there, and we have 8,900 to go.
Perfect. So then you freaking.
So we're going to have to
Cooper-
do some wiggling
Cooper
here.
hasn't been getting a lot of reps.
Yeah, but
though.
Cooper's been their number
We
one
go
target.
we go Gurley.
Gurley, they've given up one touchdown to running backs like in the past 8 weeks or something, or 6 weeks. One touchdown.
That is true. They do have a stout.
Well, we're going to have to go. We're going to have to upgrade here because we're going to have 8,900.
How about this? Hear me out. I do like James White here. I know we're not spending all of our money, but I like him a lot, especially when Brady's coming off of crappy games, even though they got the W against the Bengals. I like him a lot on the screen game, dumps.
So Ronald Jones, I say we upgrade.
Sure.
Okay.
Get rid of him. That gives us 7,500.
Who are you going to upgrade to? That Gurley.
Singletary.
You like Singletary over Gurley.
Well,
I don't like that one.
but either way, you're playing against either the one or the two rated.
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to win, so I'm taking Gurley. We'll save that extra 300.
Solid lineup.
Call that a day.
Perfect.
So that's set. Now we have been doing the Twist Fantasy Championship.
Yeah.
So I did have some injuries last weekend, which hurt. So I am going to sub out Chris Godwin for Justin Watson.
That's a bummer.
So we'll put that on the board.
Okay.
I'm taking scraps here. You already took
Rashad.
yeah, last week. And then my boy Delvin got hurt. Madison's probably out. So we're going with Boone as my sub. So the leader after 2 weeks is Mr. Benz at 283.6. Sir Miking is in second place with 276.8.
Where's Greg at?
Not far behind.
And he's in dead last, not far behind, about 13 points behind myself at 263.3.
Which 13.
Nope.
13 points is one drive by Lamar.
Yeah.
He always tries to go over. He's
The
just
second bell is
typical
beautiful.
Green Bay guy, just has to get that last word in.
Because you just randomly determine when a segment's over.
Got the drink, get me going back to back. Yeah, going back to back. I got the drink, get me going back to back.
Greg, name this artist.
Oh, good one.
No.
So we got a new show going on. It's called Back to Back.
Is it Little John?
So how it goes is, all-time leader in receptions and played for the Colts would be the first question. Second question, played Han Solo in Star Wars.
Marvin Harrison Ford.
Correct. So that is your little
That is correct.
ooh. So how I did it is I did 5 questions kind of Viking related and 5 questions Green Bay related. Now your name is your buzzer. So it's not just Greg does the Green Bay ones.
Sure.
Benz does the Vikings ones.
So I can get skunked here.
So
Okay.
we are going to go with the Vikings questions first
Sure.
since we're winners.
And I'll jump out to a quick lead.
Oh.
All right. He played at the University of Notre Dame. And so when I say, oh, no.
Go ahead.
He played at the University of Notre Dame and was drafted by the Vikings in the second round of the 2012 draft.
Yeah.
An American manufacturer of firearms.
Matt. Kyle Rudolph Remington.
Played at the University of Notre Dame, second round pick in 2012, and an American manufacturer of firearms and ammo.
Do I only get one guess, right?
Well,
But you got to give him a chance here.
Kyle Rudolph. I don't know what the manufacturer of ammo and firearms.
Kyle Rudolph's the only Viking to play for Notre Dame, apparently.
Matt,
You got
I
it?
got one. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I can't.
You don't know it?
No.
Harrison Smith Remington.
No, Harrison Smith and Wesson.
Oh, clever. All right. I like that one.
Point, Greg.
I'm just happy I got guesses. It's good.
All right. A Texas native who wore heavy eye paint and is in the Hall of Fame. And a wide receiver for the Cowboys, formerly of the Packers. It's a double whammy.
Matt, John Randall Cobb.
That is correct.
Skull, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
1-1. Question number 3 of the Vikings questions of back-to-back. He was nominated for the Walter Payton Man of the Year and Santa's favorite reindeer.
Kyle Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
That is correct.
I gotta remember to say my name.
You don't know your name?
I gotta remember to say it. I was just
Oh,
gonna blow out
gotcha.
the answer.
All right, so we got 2 to the Vikings fan and 1 to the Packers
I gotta
fan.
stack them up like wood. Over
Question
here, guys.
number
Stack 'em up.
4 was traded to the Vikings from the Chiefs and a simple tool used to drive bolts and screws.
Greg.
A gooker.
Kyle Allen Wrench.
Kyle Allen Wrench.
Oh. I got
Traded from the
Oh,
Chiefs to the Vikings.
shoot.
Kyle Allen's actually a quarterback who plays for
Yes.
the Panthers.
Why don't you just give him the answer that if
Yeah, basically, if he doesn't get this. 5, 4, 3.
Go ahead.
I can't. Allen Wrench. Allen. What the defensive line?
Who is it? Jared Allen.
Jared Allen Wrench.
Oh,
I couldn't
son
think
of a
Jared Allen's
biscuit.
First name.
That is correct.
Do I get that point?
Nobody gets that point. You guys are garbage. So
Kyle Allen.
Ben's 2, GBG 1. One more question, back to back for the Vikings side. Recently parted ways with Fox Sports and a wide receiver who played for Philly, Minnesota, and Miami, and an Eden Prairie native and linebacker for the Gophers.
Matt, Chris Carter Coughlin.
That is correct.
I couldn't think of linebacker.
3-1, Ben's heading into the Green Bay side of back-to-back.
This is gonna be the tough part.
Thank you guys for all tuning in here. We got Jack on. Oh, my cousin Jess, she loved the tissues. Oh, I
Appreciate it.
He's going to be using them. So, all right, here we go. Green Bay side of it. A second-round wide receiver out of Fresno State. And a movie in which the children's names are Pugsley and Wednesday. Greg.
Devontae Adams' Family.
That is correct.
Boom. GBG with 2 points. The Benz is 3. 4 questions to go.
Let's go.
Question number 2.
Good guys.
Hall of Fame D lineman who played college ball at Tennessee and the home of the president.
Greg.
Dang
Reggie Whitehouse.
I knew that one.
Greg ties it up with 3 questions to go. Number 3. Quarterback of the Ice Bowl and a song about a flag.
Greg.
Greg.
Bart Stars and Stripes. Okay,
Matt.
Matt.
Bart Star Spangled Banner.
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Okay, wait a second.
Let's
No,
go.
no,
Let's go.
I'm not wrong.
You are wrong.
No, just because you didn't pick. There's more than one song
You're right.
about the flag.
But you got this
with the
wrong.
word stars in it.
No.
Asterisk.
No.
I was right. I would like our viewers to acknowledge that I was right.
He's always doing
It's
this.
not.
Next question.
4-3 with 2 questions to go.
Okay.
Question number 4. Do you want to open those up?
I'm good.
Okay. Wide receiver who retired a Packer, but last played for the Raiders. And a DH for the Minnesota Twins.
Greg.
Greg.
Jordy Nelson. Nelson Cruz.
You almost said it. You almost said Aguilar. I thought he was going to do it.
Greg takes the lead with one question
Wait.
to go.
No.
Or no,
It's
it's tied.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
Come on now.
Sorry. All right. Last question for our winner of our first back-to-back. He was the number 1 recruit in college in the 2016 class and a first-round pick in 2019. This is a town in Indiana named the murder capital of the U.S. The Green Bay Packers' first-round
Matt?
pick of last year, just this last draft, Greg.
Matt. Rashad Gary, Indiana. That's not his name.
It's I can't think of his first name.
Benzino was close.
Yeah, I can't think of his first name though.
What?
I
know.
You're right on the Gary, Indiana.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Sure
I
is.
can't think.
I'm
I can't
not.
think of- We're gonna end in a tie because I can't think of his.
I
first
get
name.
a halfer.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
We're
it.
now giving out half points.
I'm gonna give it to him if you don't get
Giving
it.
him a half point, but I actually named a song with the word star in it.
All right.
The wrong
It's
song.
the Christmas season. We'll take a tie.
What's his first name? I can't think of it.
What is it?
Not duh. Rashawn.
Rashawn.
Oh, Christ.
Don't use his name in vain.
Back to back.
We're gonna give it to Benz.
Thank
0.5. He won by half a point. Now it's the time you've all been waiting for.
Brian Dozier?
George.
He won the contest.
Special guest Brian Dozier. Oh, there he is. Oh, I'm so glad you're not like that anymore.
So Daly won our Facebook contest
How you doing?
for inviting everybody to like our page. So he wins a guest segment today. John, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. John Daly here. Good friend of these guys, except for this guy.
Quit touching me, and then you need a tetanus shot.
Off camera before we stepped in, he asked me to touch him frequently. So
Yes.
I don't know what to do. Trying to rub off some Vikings luck on this Lazard over here.
Yes.
By the way, how do you like this, Greg? Just look.
Yeah, that was
Best-
especially
season.
for him there. So
Greg Lewis, how do you like that?
You guys are really good at that. You go dumpster diving in behind Lambeau to get your quarterbacks and your wide receivers after we're done with them.
I like how much purple is out here right now. On this
yeah,
board.
it's looking
Very
good.
Beautiful.
Well, John definitely wanted to come in for the border battle. So let's kick it off.
The 2019 finale of Monday Night Football will include one of the best rivalries in the NFL. The Vikings and Packers will play in border battle 119 as the teams square off in prime time on Monday night. Minnesota is 10-4 following a convincing 39-10 win over the Chargers. Green Bay leads the NFC North at 11-3 and can clinch the division with a win. The Vikings need to win their final 2 games and have the Packers lose to claim the North. Can Minnesota clinch, or will Green Bay take the division? Be there on Monday night.
Just beautifully put together.
That was
Just beautiful. Man.
I just really like how you guys refer to it as a rivalry. Hammer and a nail do not have a rivalry. Here we go.
All right, so Greg's going to have a bunch of opinions here. I'm going to just hit him with some facts. So just some things that I read.
Wait, are these facts like if you take
These are actually facts, Greg.
okay,
You don't
if
have to
take Kirk
question
Cousins' 3
my...
best weeks and
my
then compile it throughout the whole season
So-
to get MVP?
Let him
So
talk.
here we go. 2-time MVP quarterback Aaron Rodgers is merely 10th in passer rating, a figure built on his 24 touchdowns versus 2 interceptions, but weighed down by ranking 18th in completion percentage and 15th in yards per attempt this year. Okay. On the other side, their defense, Green Bay is 23rd in total defense, 24th versus the run, and 22nd versus the pass. In turnovers, Green Bay is 2nd in giveaways, 9, and 7th in takeaways, 23, to rank 2nd overall at plus 14. Minnesota is 8th in giveaways with 16, and 4th in takeaways with 27, to rank 4th overall at plus 11. That just kind of shows you how much of a mirror these two teams are and why they're where they are at this time in the season. I really do like that. Other than that, what I do have here is some red zone statistics. Yeah.
By the numbers.
Beautiful. Yes. So red zone statistics, the Packers' red zone touchdown rate of 68.9% is the 2nd in the NFL. Minnesota is 4th at 66%. So we're talking about 2.9% off difference. Defensively, the Vikings are 4th, 47.5%. The Packers are 5th, 48.9% defensively. So very, very close.
Yeah, don't forget that statistic that the Vikings are bringing 3 quarters of shutout football into this game.
There we go.
So I don't know how those red zone numbers were looking. They showed up for 1 quarter and then just disappeared.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
All right, so some side-by-side comparisons. We got your A-Raj to our Cousins, almost identical in yardage, touchdowns, and interceptions. So they're both having really good years. Jones and Jay Williamson compared to Cook and Madison. Jones is at 17 touchdowns, which is, very good. Cook, when healthy, he had 13. He's got 11, 35 in rushing with 519 receiving compared to Jones at 830 and 425. Same with Williams and Madison, 427 to 462. And receiving, Williamson's got the heads up there with the 234 compared to the 82, but also he's got 6 touchdowns. So the touchdown, side's definitely going to go to Green Bay there. Your boy Adams has got 788 yards and 4 touchdowns compared to Diggs, 1,073 and 5. MVS, your second leading receiver, has 427 and 2. And Thielen, who we haven't even seen in 2 months, is comparative in yardage with 418, but with 6 touchdowns. So with him back, going to get more involved this week, obviously edge receivers, Vikings. On the defensive side, your key linebacker, Blake Martinez, 140 total tackles, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 pass deflect. On the Viking side, Kendricks with 110 total, half a sack. The big thing here is the 12 pass deflections. That leads the NFL and is comparative to safeties and cornerbacks as well. Our safeties have 8 picks and 137 tackles. To your safeties, 4 picks and 124 tackles. And on the defensive line, our sacks are identical when we do your Smith brothers to Hunter and Griffin at 21.5. And the tackles are 104 to 99. So really it's on paper a clear matchup. I think the keys to victory for the Vikings, Kirk Cousins is by far having the best season, like I had already said, of his career. Solid output here to go long ways for us. We need to utilize the run game with or without Cook. Sounds like it's going to be without. Yep. We got to play Mike Zimmer football. Own the clock, but at the same time, don't be shy to air it out. From what we've seen this year, that will not be a problem. Thielen needs to be a huge part of this game. Continue to use our tight ends as safety nets. Get the screen game going. On the defensive side of it, we can't let Rodgers move, in the pocket. That's really when he's most dangerous. With our secondary better since the bye, but still not up to Zimmer's standards. We have to depend on, the athleticism of our linebackers and defensive line to get pressure on Ron Rodgers.
Yes.
On the Packers side of the ball, if Green Bay can exploit our secondary, they really won't have trouble putting up too many points. Could be a rough day with our secondary with Rodgers, one of the most accurate passers in the NFL, only has 2 interceptions. Unlike other Packers team, this one actually has a running game. So we will see. And GBG,
Yeah, really, if you look at the team-by-team comparison since 2014, it's 5-5-1. And then if you take out the highest point differential game for the Packers and for the Vikings, because that's only fair to take out that one fluke game, the average differential in points is like less than 1 point per game. So they are very evenly matched. I think that if the Vikings win this game, it's going to be because they're able to utilize Thielen, utilize their tight ends, both of them, Irv Smith and Rudolph, by those dump-off passes. They'll win the game if they can go down the field in 10, 15-yard increments. The Packers win the game is going to be the exact opposite. They're going to need Valdez-Scantling to go deep and complete a couple of passes. They're going to need Adams to get a 15-yard out and up and break it open, and they're going to need Jones to break a run or two. The Packers would win this game, I think, on big plays, whereas the Vikings can win the game by essentially keeping Rodgers off the field.
I just want to add something else there. I saw Valdez Scantling. He dropped that deep ball last week. You know, you got a young receiver here coming into the bank. I mean, let's
we're
think about
undefeated.
this. When's the last time that Aaron Rodgers has won at U.S. Bank Stadium?
Good.
He hasn't.
Oh, you're right. In fact,
They've only played there once.
A lot of people
He's only played there once.
Well, you're right. Well, you're not counting the game where he sat out all year after he played there. Huh? Here's the deal. Aaron Rodgers hasn't shown up at U.S. Bank Stadium. This game is going to be about the Vikings defense and the crowd noise. Look, our offense has to have an okay day, but our defense needs to create some turnovers. I'm looking for Everson Griffin, Daniel Hunter, Harrison Smith, Anthony Barr. Where's Anthony Barr been all year? He's been chugging. Anthony Barr needs to get 2 sacks along with a couple more from our D-line. Rodgers can't hear well in Minnesota. He's only had a couple career games that have been good in Minnesota. Even at the Dome, Jared Allen used to wrangle him up all the time. I don't think this is an offense.
Jared Allen.
Whatever.
Not Kyle Allen.
Kyle,
Yeah.
Right? But, Greg, I'll tell you what. You know, I got that green and gold Seiko watch waiting for you if the Packers can pull this off. They're not going to, and they might lose to Blow in the last week of the season. The Vikes take the division. You heard it here first.
You got a score for us, JD?
Yeah, I think it's going to be about 24-13. Those 13 points for the Packers coming in garbage time. I think the shutout continues for another 2 quarters, couple turnovers from the defense. I think the under is good here, and I like the Vikings with or without the points.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right on. And, you know, another thing that I'll just throw in there real quick is that if you listen to any of the other Green Bay fans, you know, they feel it in their guts that they're not confident about this game. You know, that's the big thing. That's the message for us, is to put on a hurting, whoop their butt, get out with a big W, and then carry that out. You know, the teams that win rings are the teams that play hot towards the end of the season as well. They finish strong, and that's what we're going to do this week. So
31-21.
I don't see how you guys can think it's going to be more than a 1-score game. I think it's going to be close. I poke fun at Viking fans all the time about this because, well, there's a whole lot of history to show it. Is it going to come down to a Viking kicker having to actually make a kick? You know, I think it's going to be, you know, 21, 24, 20, 23, something like that. And I think that it's going to come down to a Viking kicker having to make a kick. And is he going to be able to do it? They have no history to show that they can make a pressured kick in a situation like this.
Bailey will hit it.
Bailey's going to have 20-some years of ghosts on his shoulder if he's put in that situation. I mean, unfortunately,
Don't put that out there.
Zimmer and the rest of these guys are afraid to put their team in a situation where they're going to go down the field and with 30 seconds left, kick a field goal to win the game or tie the game because they don't think their kicker can do it, whoever it is.
Sure.
So I think it's going to be close.
I mean, I don't think our kicker problems are as prevalent as they were back when we had, you know, Carlson and
Or the greatest, most accurate kicker of all time who missed 1 field goal
Yeah,
kick the entire year.
But hold on. If we're going to go back
Hold
to
on, Greg.
1998, I mean, I'll tell you what. I was at the game in Lambeau Field week 2, right? And The Vikings weren't ready for the Packers when they came out, but we figured them out, and I'll tell you what, it looked like a whole different game. In fact, if you run the ball 4 times with Dalvin Cook on that last drive, and Cousins doesn't get all rattled in the system before we were utilizing the running back the right way and throw that pick in the end zone, then it was game over Vikings. I think it's going to continue. I think our defense has a solution for the Packers. I do like Aaron Jones this year. I'll give him credit. He's been running hard. But,
those touchdowns.
I expected more out of Aaron Rodgers this season with a running back like that. I was watching ESPN yesterday. They said, the Packers are on this fluke 11-3 team where they don't differentiate themselves in any aspect of their game from other teams in the league. They have nothing like the Ravens have. Now, on the flip side, the Vikings, look at that. They're top 10 in basically every important category that matters on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Their team nobody wants to play, and they're not going to want to be
Somebody's asking who's the hottie in the black hat.
Oh, well,
Imagine that.
It's gray and green.
is that
actually.
shout out to my law partner, Miss Marouche, my better half. She's at home
My
right
lawyer.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I didn't say it. Greg did. Oh, but one piece of legal advice. Pop bets with those dice. Don't put those in the mirror. They'll pull you over.
Don't do it.
All right. Well, we got our stuff in. We will absolutely end this part of the border battle with Greg's favorite song.
Well, I'll tell you a story about some sorry old folks way up Wisconsin way. Yeah, they're all a bunch of boozers, they're all a bunch of losers. Yeah, I'm talking about old Green Bay. Yeah, I'm telling you, son, there ain't no outsiders in the boys in the yellow and green. In fact, they're kind of bringing a whole new meaning to being on the
Special teams.
I love that song.
Oh, just leave you hanging like that, Packer fan.
There he is.
All right, so we're to our Pick'em segment,
Beautiful.
and GBG's got the score updates and the new games.
Beautiful.
John's going to be our guest picker this week, so let's get to it.
All right, after week 15, we have Sir Mikey at 11, Papa Ben's at 9, myself at 6. We're going to pick 4 games from tomorrow, and then we're also going to pick the Monday night game. We're going to close it out with that.
Sure.
First game, Browns versus Ravens. Ravens -8. Start off with Papa Ben's.
Ravens. All day.
Michael.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Need Lamar to have a big game. I'm in 2 championships, fantasy. Make fantasy great again. Vikings, shout out. Let's go.
I will also take the Ravens.
I'm going to give a shout out to Mark Andrews. Just been killing it this year for the Ravens. I'm going Ravens all day
Beautiful.
with the points.
Ravens across the board.
All right, next game up, we have the Panthers versus the Colts. The Colts are -6.5. That's an interesting number. John, we'll start off with you.
This is kind of a trap game for bettors, I think. My common sense is telling me the Colts all day, but guess what? I think Christian McCaffrey goes off. It's indoors, no elements in Indianapolis. They just haven't shown up when it counts. I'm going Panthers.
Yeah, I'm also going to take the Panthers. I don't think this is going to be more than a touchdown game.
No, me either. And, CMC is going to be running and catching for my Twist fantasy team. I am playing on, Panthers.
Yeah, I'll go with the Panthers.
Ooh,
as
clean
well. So
sweep.
Panthers across the board.
It's going to be hard for me to make up points.
Yes,
it is. Perfect.
All right, Matt, you started off. We got the Giants versus the Redskins. The Redskins are -2.5.
Beautiful. I am going to take Danny Dimes and the Giants because Danny Dimes is back, baby. And I really do believe that that will be an easy win for them. Easy.
I'm going to bait you. Giants.
All right, Mike's going with the Giants. I will take the bait,
Ooh.
and I'm going to take the Redskins.
Ouch.
You know what, Greg? I'm with you on that.
Oh!
And I'll tell you why. Daniel Jones, he's not the truth. And all y'all that drafted Saquon Barkley, he's not the truth either. Here's the deal. The Giants need a new coach. Eli Manning needs to retire, and I don't care if he's not playing. Just having him on the sidelines. The Redskins have actually been a good team. Adrian Peterson has just been killing it. He doesn't age. I like their defense. I like the way they played the Vikings up here. I mean, look at that. Shut down our high-powered offense. I mean, we barely scored that game, but we still won. I think the Redskins at home big over the Giants.
Ben's mama Ben says your hair looks wonderful, honey.
I bet it does.
Well,
You
she's
see-
talking to
do
me
you
because
see
I just
that
got my
part?
haircut yesterday.
Do you see that part right there?
Why do you
Woo!
automatically assume that just because your mom said honey, she wasn't talking to me?
Because
She's
it
got my
says
haircut.
Matthew.
Oh.
Your hair looks wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Greg,
So-
you better thank her too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mama Benz.
Yeah, don't feel butthurt, Mike.
What
Don't feel butthurt.
I like cookies.
She's like,
You
Mama
weren't
Benz is
commenting
like,
on it on Facebook. Like I
Mama
was.
Benz, you want to know what Mama Benz
Yes.
says about the show? She goes, I really like it when you guys rag on Greg.
Well, there's plenty of that.
Well, if cookies are the result of that, then go ahead.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
People are kind generally.
Yes.
All right, next game we have the Eagles versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys -2.5. Matthew,
Oh, I always have to start. I am going to go with Wentz. I'll ride with Wentz on this and go with the Eagles.
I'm going to go with them boys.
Ooh.
yeah, I'm also going to go with the boys just because this is a perfect game for them to once again end up at 8-8, and then they'll end up finding a reason to keep,
Jason Garrett.
keep Jason
Oh.
Garrett. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's the deal.
He gone.
These are two teams that I'm really down on. I mean, the Cowboys are just a little more excited. The Eagles, they're just basically trash. I mean, the only team they beat were the
They are.
Packers, and I don't know how that happened, and I don't say that very often. But Cowboys big, man.
Right on. There you go.
All right, and the last game we're going to pick, we have the Packers versus the Vikings. The Vikings, 4.5-point favorites. John, let's start it off with you. You already picked it. You given the points?
I'm taking the points. I'm taking my squad. I'll be there with Mama Daly, and we'll be there Monday night watching the game. It's our annual tradition. We go every year.
Technically, I'd be giving the points, but okay.
Well,
Yeah, that's fine.
however you want it. Just whatever makes the Vikes a winner is what it's going to be.
Beautiful.
Greg, you're going Vikes?
I'm going to ask everyone that's listening to this show, either live or later from Wisconsin, to tune out real quick. I'm going to take the Packers because of the points. I'm not 100% confident the Packers are going to win this game, but I don't think it's going to be by more than a field goal.
Ben's?
I am going with the Vikes. I think the Vikes will win by at least a touchdown. I know it sounds crazy, but I do believe that they will.
There's my pick.
You,
All right. So we got that. So Greg will track that. We are going to be going all the way to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, that's February.
it is.
yes.
Lately, I've been drifting aimlessly.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah,
So
thank
gotta
you.
get some Greg music on there.
Thank you. So
Drake.
you got anything special you guys are watching tonight, Ben's?
Not tonight, but at 1, I am going to be watching the Wild take on the Jets. Right now, the Wild are 9-1-3 at home and are 6-3-1 in the last 10 games. They're on a tear. The Jets are also a great team. They're 20-13-2, so it'll be a great hockey game for all those hockey fans out there. Big shout out to that. So go Wild. Our ice.
What about you, GBG? Anything fun on today?
There's a Hallmark movie about a couple of kids that were orphaned, and then they find this loving family. I'm kidding. I'm watching the 49ers and the Rams.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Good pick, Greg.
Listen here, the Vikes are probably not going to have anything to play for except to win. And that's the way I like it, because I think the 49ers are going to shut the Rams down tonight. We're going to be in the playoffs before Monday even happens. But I like that Wild game right now. I mean, I'm really impressed the way that they've turned around. They started out so bad.
Yes.
And, I mean, they've just been on a tear, minus a couple losses here of recent. But, they bounced back against the Coyotes.
Yep.
And now, this is a real early season playoff contest between the Jets, and the Stars, and the Wild. And,
Yep.
and I'm excited to see how we stack up against the Jets. So I might tune into that at 1 o'clock too.
So 3:30, I'll be watching the Bills and Pats. This evening, 7 p.m. on FX with Jason Bateman. Office Christmas Party.
Oh, that's a funny movie.
Ooh, there
Great
you go.
movie. I'm very festive. So tune into that for a couple hours. 9 o'clock, I'm going to turn on the Wolves game against the Blazers on FSN. Once that's over, I'm going to go back to FX with Seth Rogen the night before.
Debatable.
So
Yeah.
you're not going to watch
Not
the
a-
Rams Niners see if the Vikes clinch, huh?
I don't care. The Vikes are going to win. It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Wow.
Love it.
Well, that's how we're going to end it this week. Thanks to our guest,
Yeah, thanks, Daly.
John
Thanks for
Daly.
coming.
Hey, thanks.
You guys have a very Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
This is Mike Reeves.
Matthew Benz.
Green Day, Greg.
And special guest John Daly. If you get in trouble, you know who to call.
Yeah, there he is. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.